okay, so this guy 3D printed a key to his house, and then it worked. So the other guy here, let me not explain the whole video because that would defeat the purpose, right?
I think I might have seen what you was talking about. If someone made a joke saying they was gonna try to do it too.
Yeah. So here, tell me if you can hear. Ooh, hold on. Tell me if you can hear it.
I 3D printed this key, and it opens my house.
Yeah.
I created this key
You can hear the
using a
video,
single
right?
picture of my actual house key.
Okay.
Yeah. If this works, I'll chop my penis off, and I mean it.
Key down for
Like,
reference.
bruh.
Yep. Take a picture.
Wow,
Yes.
great content.
You said great content.
Yes, mhm.
All right, we don't need to see all this. The point is, he printed out the key.
Okay.
He put the key in there.
This is not looking good for my penis.
Okay. I take it back. I mean, I like my penis.
Right. that's the end of the video. But that poses a question: is 3D printing getting out of control?
I'm gonna own a 3D printer. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I'd argue it's in control because it's doing what it's designed to.
That's crazy.
3D printing things. Okay, you asked it to 3D print a key, and it 3D printed your keys.
Let's get it off this man's face.
This is pretty nice, guys. Please.
Man, so his junk is pretty nice, guys. Please. But yeah, so 3D printing. Thoughts? Do you think it's I said is it getting out of control? Y'all think it's not getting out of control? I mean, if someone took a picture of your key, then put it to scale, then printed your key, then came to your house, unlocked your door, then stole everything out your house, and then
Well, step one, they need my key.
I would say it.
No. They got a picture of your key.
Step one, they need a picture of my key.
Well, and then they have to be a proficient in like 3D software and have a print 3D
Good
printer.
luck learning that.
Honestly, it's easier to just break your window.
I mean, agreed. Yeah, I agree. But unlogically, if that's a word, if it's not, I'm coining it right now. But so if let's say, you and somebody you think it's a little shady, just a little shady. Y'all you're hanging out for some reason. I don't know why you'd be hanging out with somebody that's really shady that you think is shady, but just say you were. And then he come up and be like, "Hey, bro, yeah, let me just borrow your key for a second." And then he just looks at it, and then he I don't know, turns around, kind of takes a picture of it, I guess of it. I don't know. He set it up in a way to where he can take a picture without you having to worry about what's going on with your key, right? Maybe he said he's testing something out on your door or something, and then so he's able to take the picture with the quarter next to it to a scale or whatever, blah blah, because he knows all of that stuff. I know I'm describing this very horribly, which means nobody would ever do this because this is a lot of work, and I'm trying to describe this, and this is a lot of work trying to describe this. So, but he gets the pick. He knows what angles he need to get, whatever, so he can go to 3D print, and he hands you back your key, and then the next day, you realize everything in your house is gone. What you doing then?
Well, I mean, at that point, I would say,
People who are this smart to 3D print keys and stuff and actually own a 3D printer, I feel like they're not going to be doing crimes of just breaking and entering your house.
You said they too rich for
Crimes
that?
are probably more sophisticated, probably like 3D printing stuff and like selling it online for 12 times the price.
Probably.
well, yeah.
There's easier ways to rip people off legally with a 3D printer.
Bruh. That's because, you know what? That reminds me too. Disregarding the key thing, it reminded me of a different printing. I don't know why. Just randomly on YouTube, they just start showing me 3D printing videos. But someone 3D printed. You know those red boots. The red boots,
what?
the Astro boots.
Oh, yeah, I know. So I saw that video.
Yeah. So someone 3D printed the boots, and they had like a little flexible rubber material, like how the boots were, because the boots, they made out of like flexible rubber material, but he had some type of 3D material that was like rubber-ish, and it basically functioned the same way, and he was able to 3D print the red boots, Like here, let me see. Like,
Yeah,
Dash,
did he
you
put
don't-
like the
you don't-
logo and everything on it?
Yeah, he put the logo and everything on it. He made one boot though. He made one boot.
Well, I thought he made two.
No. It took him 12 days to make the first boot. He was like, well, I'll just he'll make the other boot the next 12 days. It took 12 days to make the boot, so you know. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.